approached the half-hour mark now. Let's bring you this story. A recent report from the Independent Police Investigative Directorate paints a worrying picture. It says there's an increasing number of deaths in police custody, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal, as a result of police action. Grace Langa is IPID's acting national spokesperson and is joining us now for more details on this report. Ms. Langa, good afternoon. Welcome to All Angles on eNCA. When you look at these numbers, if you compare them to the previous period, they seem to be up by 9%. That's not a good trend.
Good afternoon and good afternoon to your viewers. Yeah, it's true, it's not a good picture, and it has to be worrying, especially for South Africans.
So what are these cases that have been reported to you of police brutality?
There are different kinds, and then in terms of the numbers, which ones are higher than the other, it varies per province. For instance, we have death as a result of police action. The highest is KZN province. We have discharge of firearm by police officers. That one is high in Gauteng at 176. And then you have cases of torture. They are also high as well in KZN. KZN is high on torture and death as a result of police action. And you have Western Cape topping the whole provinces with assault at 1,016. Yeah.
I mean, are these incidents being recorded in terms of the complaints you're receiving and the data that you have available while police are going on about carrying out their duties of law enforcement?
Definitely. Some are committed during working hours. Some are off-duty actions.
Yeah, now I understand that KwaZulu-Natal is seeing a sharp increase as well in complaints, as you said, about the discharge of the official firearm. What period is this report covering? Can you just share that with us? I'm asking this against the background of what we saw happening in July in our country, particularly in KZN and Gauteng.
This is for the financial year 2020-21 financial year. It's last year.
Yeah, so it's up to the March this year. So the July figures are still yet to be factored in. So as IPID, as you get these complaints and you're looking into this very disturbing trend of increasing violence, and some people may say we should not be shocked by this report. What is being done? I mean, is IPID acting swift enough in its investigation as you are that independent investigative directorate?
Yes, IPID, in terms of trying to assist the police, we do have a consultative forum where we meet with police management at a high level quarterly to address those issues, to show them how serious and how many cases we're receiving monthly and so forth, and how can we go about assisting them. We also do station lectures. We visit the stations to educate the police. This is something which is done by the IPID itself. And I must be honest, because of lack of resources and capacity, I believe maybe these numbers could be higher, because as I speak now, we have a communication which is centralized at national office. At our provincial levels, we don't have communications officers who can go out and do outreach. So our message is not really heard or received to the level that we can be confident that people are aware of our mandate. And we have 170 police officers in the whole of South Africa in IPID that are expected to investigate hundreds and thousands of police officers in the whole of SA. And this number excludes metro police officers. So I'll give you an example with the very same KZN. We have only 13 investigators, the whole of KZN. These people are expected to investigate thousands of police officers, including metro police officers. You can see that we are very much disadvantaged in terms of capacity and resources. And with these numbers, I can tell you, they would be higher if we had resources or people to spread our message out there.
Yeah, I mean, your capacity is a problem, but the issue of abusive torture and death in police custody, these numbers, as you say, if they were higher than this, I'm sure they would be shocking. They'll shock us. But some people say we should not be surprised by such police brutality as we've seen in our country recently. So, as IPID, what else can you do? Is the ministry under which you are very much aware that you need more people on the ground, more capacity? Very briefly, Ms. Langa.
Yes, definitely, because we have always reported to Portfolio Committee. Minister is aware. We also, as we request funding Treasury, we indicate those issues.
Okay, thank you very much for giving us that very grim picture of police brutality in different parts of the country, KwaZulu-Natal, in the last year, in terms of this latest report by IPID having the worst record of police violence committed against citizens.